Do you like turkey sandwiches? Then you'll love the new premium carb turkey and bacon sub at Subway restaurants. It's oven roasted just right, sliced thick just the way you like it. And just when you think it can't get any better, look out. It's got crispy bacon in there too. Order one today on your choice of freshly baked bread. Then select any veggies you want to make your premium carb turkey and bacon sub uniquely yours. It's a great sub for people who really like turkey. Subway, fresh is what we do.
Blog Talk Radio.
Well, good evening, folks. And thank you for tuning in with me once again to another edition of True Conservative Radio. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in with me. Like I said, these shows are becoming more habitual, and as a result, yours truly, my voice is just becoming completely decrepit because of the damn torn voice box that I have somehow found myself ailing from because of this program. But let me tell you something right now. That is not going to stop me from continuing to provide true conservative commentary about subject matters that I think everybody should be talking about. Now, for all the folks that have been tuning in with me as of late, we have ourselves a whole crowd of rabble-rousing pieces of liberal, long-haired trash that are attempting to call into the program and deviate the subject matters from what we're talking about at hand into something else completely obnoxious. And we're going to try to halt ourselves from doing that, all right? We're going to try to continue to talk about the subject matters that are at hand out here. I just want to tell the listener out there, all the listeners that are listening in, you got to bear with me with these damn liberal, long-haired, Karl Marx worshiping milky lickers. You got to bear with me with these people. They call up like it's going out of style out here. They think that they're somehow getting their rocks off. They think that they're winning brownie points with the cyber women they're trying to impress by calling up and prank calling the program. They think they're actually going to win brownie points with some bimbo that's right next to them, probably listening to it on their damn laptop, for heaven's sake. It really doesn't matter, folks. But let me tell you something, all right? Let me tell you something. The bottom line is that you got to bear with me with these damn liberals, folks. You know how liberals are. I mean, they're pathetic. I mean, they're stupid, frankly, all right? I mean, and we can talk about that with a straight face here in this program, because anybody who's a true conservative, who has been around a group of liberals, knows what I'm talking about. And I'm not just saying that to be rhetorical. I'm saying that to be serious. You know, I mean, they look at you like you just took a dirty diarrhea dump on their best suit or on their Sunday dress or something once you start telling them that you are a conservative and that they're a liberal. They start looking at you type of weird. They start looking at you cross-eyed like you just took a dump in their bathroom and didn't flush. You know, I mean, this is what I'm talking about, folks. We cannot continue to have the liberals dominate the forum of debate, folks. And how do they dominate the forum of debate? Well, they somehow become the bureaucrats, the bureaucratic referees or the bureaucratic authorities to basically manipulate the game. And what the hell does that mean, folks? Well, we live in America, folks, and this is why yours truly always urges all of you folks, if you happen to be an American citizen, if you happen to be law-abiding, if you happen to be somebody who doesn't collect entitlements or has never collected an entitlement, that's why I urge you to go out there and attempt to run for something. Because let me tell you, these damn liberals, they're out there running. They're out there running their asses off, and they have been running for the past 30 years. And, folks, that's what's happened to our bureaucratic system of government. Our government has been infested, just hijacked by liberals and feminists. And that's why we have legislation, entitlement programs, certain laws enacted in the judicial branch of the government that are out here pussy pampering this ridiculous notion of feminism, of liberalism. And as you can see here in the title, I know that there's a lot of people looking at the title of the program and are probably, their jaws are dropping, and they're probably saying to themselves,
oh my God, he's talking about ending domestic violence and child support. I think he's going over the edge this time. I think he did.
I'm not going over the edge, damn it. I'm not going over the edge, Billy. All right? All right? This is what I'm talking about, folks. All right? This is what I'm talking about. Because everyone else has been so anesthetized with being decadent, materialistic, or worried about their own level of success in this monopoly game we call life, they took their eye off the ball. They took their eye off the ball of government, because this is our government. This is the people's government. It was made for the people and by the people. And you see, in the meantime, folks, unfortunately, we have had the liberals and the feminists hijack every bureaucratic system of government, and the evidence is written on the wall. I mean, all of you idiots that are out here trying to be critical of my accusations of my social observations, why don't you just look at the proof? Look at the proof that's written on the damn wall out here. Let's take a look at every arm of the bureaucratic system of our government that dictates the very foundation of our lives. Let's go ahead and take a look at the education system, folks. I know that there's people that have listened to me on a consistent basis that are probably saying, well, here he goes again. But it bears repeating, folks, because these damn liberals, they repeat their asses off. They're like damn parrots in your ears, for heaven's sake. They don't ever say anything original whatsoever. You talk to one liberal, you talk to them all, for heaven's sake. There's no originality. There's no type of freedom of thought in this idea of being a liberal. It's all authoritarian in nature, folks. Authoritarian. Put that in your noggin whenever you relate liberal or feminism to anything. Authoritarianism is what I say, and what anybody with any kind of rational thinking would say. Look at the education system, folks. Look at what they've done to our children, for heaven's sake. And hell, I don't even need to tell you. Why don't you go out there and do some damn social observing for yourself? Why don't you go out this summer, go to the nearest shopping mall, because you're going to have these kids hanging around there like a bunch of, consumer-ridden lab rats running to food pellets, trying to gather up all the change they got in their damn piggy bank so they can get the latest Louis Vuitton purse or Dolce & Gabbana gear or any of that other ridiculous nonsense that is going to be worth diddly in about 6 months anyway. Go up to these young ones out here. Anyone who's under the age of 18, hell, I'll even give you leeway. Why don't you go up to anybody under the age of 25, all right, and go question them for a little bit. Go ask them some questions about history. Ask them some questions about current affairs. Ask them some questions about politics. They're not going to know their asses from their hole in the ground, folks. They're not going to know anything. I mean, this is a damn ridiculous generation. And it's not their fault. I shouldn't blame the children. I shouldn't blame the teenagers. I shouldn't blame them. But, folks, they are individuals like anyone else out here. They have access to the boob tube, and they can either absorb what's being bombarded to them and say, well, this is the appropriate thing to do. I guess I can be a decadent pervert. I guess I can go out and philander around. I guess I can go out and be some ridiculous moron that can, claim that I'm a liberal and I'm for freedom and I'm for people, and yet be authoritarian to accomplish that so-called ridiculous objective, which is meaningless because it's a paradigm, folks. It doesn't exist. The education system has done nothing to our children but made them nothing but a bunch of weak men and a bunch of bull-dyke women. That's all it's turned out to be. And I know there's people who are going to be taking offense to that and saying, I can't believe he's saying that, honey. Honey, can you believe that? Well, let me tell you something, folks. I don't abide by the political correctness doctrine on this program. Political correctness is an idea that was concocted by the liberal mind to suppress the freedom of speech, to suppress the freedom of ideas, to suppress the freedom of thought out here, to suppress belief systems and morality. That's what political correctness was created for. And anyone, all right, who tries to say anything differently, obviously is drinking off the same, Kool-Aid drink as all these other liberals and feminists out here. But folks, you go to a scholastic event, some sort of, extracurricular activity outside of sports. You go to something, anything. There's no more losers in schools any longer, folks. There's honorable mentions. All right? You can't have a damn loser anymore. They're trying to anesthetize our children into accepting this ridiculous communist, quasi-communist socialist notion, and folks, they have succeeded. And how have they succeeded? Well, who's teaching our children? A bunch of feminists and liberals and communists. How do I know this? Well, how is our education system constructed? It's constructed by government funding. All right? I mean, anybody who's working for the public education system is living their gosh darn communist dream. They're out there probably putting a damn picture of Karl Marx on their fireplace mantles. They probably have it in their teacher desks. You take a look at the damn people who, the administrators of these ridiculous public education systems. They're all professional bureaucrats. That's all they are, folks. They have no financial incentive to make sure that your child learns anything. They don't care. Your child is just another number in the bureaucracy, folks. They're just another number in the bureaucracy. And this is why I'm saying, I don't care. You know, I saw a stupid little program advertised here on Blog Talk Radio Network about, how to survive on a teacher's salary. I wrote a book about it because I was a teacher. Like I'm supposed to get some sort of sympathy. Like I'm supposed to get some sort of sympathy and give it to these damn teachers. The teachers who are on the front lines causing the problem, making our children be a bunch of Nimrodic buffooneries out here. That's exactly what they are, Nimrodic buffooneries, the majority of the youth. I mean, have you heard anybody on the television set, I mean, remember, this is the boob tube here. They're supposed to find all the characters amongst all the people in America and throughout the international community and put them on television and make you believe that this is reality. I mean, when was the last time you saw somebody that was a teenager that had any kind of sense to themselves other than being some Lindsay Lohan lesbian party girl or some damn Britney Spears, let me go ahead and philander around and shit out 2 kids out of wedlock and shave my head type of ridiculous nonsense. It's ridiculous, folks. I don't know if she had those kids out of wedlock. I don't care, folks. It's just disgusting. It's unfortunate that I know more about Lindsay Lohan and Britney Spears than I do about some of these damn senators and congressmen that are sitting here dictating our lives. Truth be told, the majority of everybody who's in the bureaucracy of government, we were talking about education, but education has obviously been bombarded by liberals and feminists. We can see it by the products of our children. You take a look at the judicial system, folks. The judicial system. We're talking about a feminist and liberal takeover. I mean, good Lord. I mean, this is why, and this is what gets into the subject matter of this program, domestic violence.
Oh, my God. We have to have domestic violence laws so that no one gets beaten up. No woman has to take a backhand any longer.
I mean, if you idiots actually think that that's what domestic violence, the quote-unquote domestic violence laws, if you think that that's what those laws were put forth for to stop people who are in domestic situations and can't get out and all this ridiculous nonsense. It's garbage, folks. It's just another way to allow the feminist to dictate the social engineering of families, folks. I mean, it's blatantly obvious. Blatantly obvious. I mean, I'm sick of hearing all this crap about domestic violence. It is just another law to tax America, in my personal opinion. I mean, if you take a look at the modern-day cop shows, they even show you what modern-day domestic violence is. I mean, I was watching a cop show the other day, and lo and behold, they had to go and, go to some sort of domestic violence call, and they get out of the car, and it's just some little squabble between some little young couple or something of that nature, and apparently, according to the story, the young lady was trying to leave the premises, and just like, some desperate little young man, he was just trying to hold her back and say, no, I don't want you to leave, I love you, and all this other nonsense, and because of the domestic violence laws, because he touched her and prohibited her from, leaving the premises there, even though she didn't want to press the charges, even though she was just, it was just a disagreement, and both parties agreed that, it got too loud and, it shouldn't have happened. Well, because of domestic violence laws, this little young man had to go to jail because, well, according to both of their stories, he put his hands on her, and according to the domestic violence laws, that he's got to take him to jail. Sorry. Don't pass go, don't collect $200. And you see, folks, this is the new modern-day domestic violence laws out here. It's just an indirect way to tax families, and not only that, to provide more and more legal burdens and financial burdens to families. I mean, let's be honest, folks, everyone gets into those skirmishes of, whether it's financial trouble, whether it's family trouble, whether it's trouble about a son or a daughter or a wild sibling, whatever the case might be. I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. Here, I want to hear from you. All right, I want to hear from you. Maybe I'm going off my rocker. All right, maybe I'm sitting here. I don't know the other side. Everybody always says,
"Oh, Ghost, you don't know the other side. You don't know what it feels like to take a backhand to the back of the nose and then have reconstructed surgery just to make yourself look personable again. You don't know, you asshole."
Well, you know what? Maybe I don't know, all right? And that's why I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. In my personal opinion, I think that domestic violence laws are there to tax the American people and re-engineer the American family. All right? I mean, because basically what somebody who commits domestic violence, all they have to do is, of course, they got to go through the whole process of being booked into jail and fingerprinted and being put into the system. And then, of course, they get bonded out. I mean, the bond is what, $100, $50? I mean, like, that's going to keep somebody out of jail that really wants to commit violence on somebody else, on their significant other. Like $100 bond is going to keep somebody away from, a situation. I mean, it's just stupid, folks. This whole domestic violence law is ridiculous. Anyway, let's say he gets bonded out, and let's say it was alcohol related. He or she gets sobered up, and they reconcile. Well, they still have to go out and go to the DA. They either have to take it to trial or settle out of court. So that's a whole other ordeal. And anyway, long story short, all you got to do is take it to trial, and as long as the prosecution doesn't have your wife, or in roles are reversed, your husband, as long as they don't have your spouse's testimony, they don't have a case. And you see, folks, this is why you have this revolving door of the domestic violence disputes. You have these morons who have had, their significant other picked up about 3 or 4 times, and yet they're still out in the streets somehow. This is how they beat the system, folks. And how are they able to beat the system? Well, they're able to, somehow come up with a couple of $100 and pay some court fees and pay some lawyer fees. It's all taxation, is what I'm saying, folks. It has nothing to do with saving lives or, helping battered women. It has nothing to do with this. But this is a liberal and feminist way to socially engineer the family and cause conflict to deconstruct the family. And if you look at America, and if you look at the social landscape of America and realize that single-parent families are the majority of the day, broken homes seem to be like, if you don't come from a broken home in this society, you're an idiot. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, that's the way society makes people like me who have been married to their wife their whole entire life, who have raised children, who have grandchildren. It makes people like me look like a moron. But I'm not a moron, folks. I'm not going to sit here and submit to this decadent garbage, and neither should you, and this is why I'm challenging the domestic violence laws in America. They should be abolished. They should be eradicated. They should be thrown in the dumpster, folks, because it's crap. And you want to take a good example of domestic violence in perfect action? Take a look at Rihanna and Chris Brown, the infamous incident that everybody knows about. If you happen to have the boob tube and you watch cable news, you already know about Chris Brown and Rihanna, who happen to be hip-hop little wannabe hip-hop stars or whatever in the blue hell they are. If you happen to not ever listen to hip-hop, well, you know them now because they're all over cable news. This once again underscores what I'm telling you about the damn boob tube. Don't look to it for news and information. It's just going to introduce you to characters you wouldn't have otherwise known about had these idiots not told you. But I'm going to use them as an example. Let's use the Rihanna and the Chris Brown incident. All right, I mean, obviously, if you've kept up with the situation, if you happen to be a news watcher like I unfortunately am, I don't use it to gather my news and information. I watch it more for theatrical purposes. I watch it for more of, kind of political theater and somewhat entertainment value. I look at it as odd news. That's what I look at it as. But if you saw the photographs of Rihanna, I mean, this Chris Brown, he didn't just give her a couple of smacks to the mouth. I mean, he didn't just, give her a backhand and say, shut your hole. I mean, this guy close-fisted this broad's skull. I mean, she looked pretty messed up. I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, if you read the alleged report about the injuries and what was sustained or what was allegedly sustained during that altercation between her and him, there was bite marks involved. There was, black eyes. I mean, you understand what I'm getting at. And right away, once this happened, everybody started showing compassion. The feminists started coming out. The bull dykes started coming out. They started coming out on TV saying,
you see, this is what we're talking about abusive women. They get abused all the time, and they don't ever ask for it. They don't ever want it.
They say all this garbage, and, a couple of weeks go by, and lo and behold, Rihanna and Chris Brown are back together. That's right. They've been pictured together, lovey-dovey. They're all, boyfriend and girlfriend. It's okay if you bash my skull in. I'm not hating on Rihanna, okay? As a matter of fact, I appreciate Rihanna, and I know that these feminists are going to say, oh, what a chauvinist pig. Oh, he likes to see women get beat. Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying, folks. But I am challenging the feminist. Well, that's right. I, right now, am challenging the feminist, and I'm saying, hey, Rihanna going back with Chris Brown is not negative, in my opinion. I mean, it is negative to the fact that, she's a pop star, and she's basically showing these little girls out here, hey, I'm taking a beat down it's okay to take one, don't tell anybody about it. I understand that. But you have to understand the flip side of that coin. The feminists are always talking about woman liberation. They're always talking about, Octomom shitted out 14 kids. That's woman liberation, right? You can have 5 divorces because that's woman liberation. You can go out and be a philanderous whorebag behind your spouse's back because that's woman liberation, right? How is Rihanna, after getting her skull beat in by, obviously, allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but it looks by the pictures that Chris Brown gave this poor girl a close-fisted beatdown, okay? And I don't know what happened at this incident, but I don't know if Rihanna wanted Chris Brown to go to jail. Even if she didn't want Chris Brown to go to jail at the scene, he had to go to jail based on the domestic violence laws, right? Based on the domestic violence laws. So, folks, now that they're back together, I don't look at this as a negative thing, folks. I look at this as woman liberation. Don't you agree, folks? I just don't understand what the feminists are talking about when it comes to, woman liberation. They want Octomom to be left alone, even though this maniac goes to, dumbass doctors and, becomes a genetic freak show of a family because some mad scientist wants to, play, Noah's Ark with her damn uterus hole or something. Feminists want to call that woman liberation, right? They want, don't mess about Octomom, that's woman liberation. They don't want to mess with the philanderous whorebags that are out here cheating on their husbands, and I'm talking about the good husbands. I'm not talking about those philanderers that are out there cheating on their wives. I don't speak for those bastards. I'm talking about these good men that are out here, all they want is a family. They go out, they work hard, they come back home, and they find their wife philandering around with some idiot down the street that looks good in a Harley Davidson and a leather jacket or some crap. The man does the right thing. The right thing. And instead of beating both these people's heads in, he decides to go and get a divorce, and he does everything the right way. He goes to in front of the judge, and he goes through the divorce proceedings, and lo and behold, the woman, based on this new feminist woman liberation idea, the woman is rewarded. That's right, the woman is rewarded for being a philanderous whorebag because she is given the children. She is given everything 50% down the middle. She is the one who gets alimony if it's legal in your state. This is the new feminist society that we live in. And what I'm saying is that, unfortunately, this domestic violence law has nothing to do with saving women's lives, is what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with saving women out of battered relationships, all right? It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with suppressing the man and suppressing the family, weakening the idea of the family, having the woman, have the power to just, hey, I can go out and say that I'm going to go hop from penis to penis to penis, and I can tell you that in front of your face, but there's nothing you can do about it because you can't touch me. Yeah? I can go out and, have some dude, slap me upside my behind right outside my doorstep and tell you to chill out about it, but you can't touch me. All right? It's the domestic violence laws that has done this. Now, I'm not justifying men who beat on women. Now, let's get that straight, because I know there's a lot of feminists out here who are going to use that as further that I am a pro-wife beater. I am not, folks. Anybody who goes out and beats their wife is just an obnoxious imbecile. All right? But why do we have to have domestic violence laws? Supposed domestic violence laws to remedy this problem. It's not remedying the problem, folks. all it's doing, it's just taxating the family. It's putting a financial burden on the family. I mean, folks, in a domestic situation, under the state law, depending on the state that you're in, most domestic violence states, if you have a altercation with your significant other, and it doesn't even have to be with your significant other, it could be with your family member, it could be, uncles getting a little tussy after a couple of rounds of eggnog at the Christmas table. I mean, it can be anything of that nature. If it's something to do with family or domesticated type of situation, if anybody is touched, well, that's right, if anybody is touched, whoever did the touching is going to jail under the domestic violence laws. It doesn't matter if the person wants to press charges or not. And you see, folks, what does that do? What does that do to a family? All right? Let's say that they just had a small altercation, it's financial trouble, or they have a bad child who's having trouble growing up, getting into all kinds of mischief and that sort of thing, and they have an altercation. I wouldn't even call it a physical altercation, just a, regular screaming match, having things getting said on a loud level. Unfortunately, the nosy-ass neighbors can't keep their, their business to themselves, so they call the cops. The cops come in, and, because, you, who knows, grabbed her arm or because you were I don't even know. I'm only going by what I see on the cops' programs, folks, because, I've never gotten into a domestic violence situation. I never will. And the thing is because me and my wife have an understanding. We had an understanding our entire relationship. We understand the importance of family. And we're going to have our disagreements from time and again, but we're not going to sit here and allow some copper to come in here and try to dictate the rules of our home, all right? Because the rules of your home is what creates a good family, folks. And anybody who is of my age or maybe a little bit younger or older, anybody who has actually lived in an old-school family understands that the rules of the home actually create a good person. It creates a good family. And you have this idea of domestic violence, the whole concept of domestic violence, it goes against that. It breaks the rules of the home, folks. It allows anybody, and I'm not just saying that it has to be your significant other. In domestic violence situations, folks, it can be anybody who you live with. So if you happen to be living with your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, your sister, your whatever, if you have a problem, whoever touched whoever else, and that's all I'm saying, you just have to touch them, folks. I'm not talking about a physical grab, a backhand, an ass beating. I'm talking about a touch. That's the only probable cause an officer needs to take you down, and lo and behold, you got yourself a case that you have to deal with. Even if the other person does not want to press charges. This is not America, folks. It's laws like this. It's laws like this that have ruined America. And that's why I'm saying, let's get rid of domestic violence, all right? If you happen to be listening to this show, please, if you love the family, if you love America, if you want American families to be two parents again, get rid of this domestic violence crap. It's garbage. All right? Do you think domestic violence as a law works? Look at Rihanna and Chris Brown, for heaven's sake. Don't you understand that? She still went back to him, all right, and the prosecution's still going to try to prosecute Chris Brown for all kinds of garbage, but I guarantee you the case is either going to be thrown out or it's going to be, the charges are going to be chopped down to a point where it's going to be like no big deal. And it's going to be something that, Chris Brown had to, deal with, but inevitably nothing's going to happen. So how did domestic violence, the quote-unquote domestic violence laws, help the situation with Rihanna and Chris Brown. I hate to keep using these two pop culture hip-hop idiots as examples, but since everybody has been so anesthetized with their situation and the boob tube and the cable news have been shoving it down our holes, I think that it's a perfect example to use as why domestic violence are just it's bogus. And it's garbage. Now, look, let's say an officer comes on the scene and a man, hits his wife and, beats her up pretty bad. Why can't an officer observe, somebody who, has got some, obviously something wrong with him, all right? Why can't that person just be taken to jail on assault? I just don't understand. Why can't they just be taken to jail on assault? I mean, if somebody assaults somebody else, why can't it just be like the way it should be? All right? If somebody assaults me, I can file a complaint on whoever assaulted me, and vice versa, folks. I don't understand why domestic violence even came to exist. I'll tell you why it came to exist. It came to exist because the liberals and the feminists, folks, they prey on your emotions. All right? They prey on your emotions. They're going to put, pictures and horrible images in your face saying, look, this is what happens. This is the majority of America. This and that. What do you think they're doing to conservative talk radio, for heaven's sake? I mean, they're trying to turn conservative talk radio into, guerrilla radio in Cuba, for heaven's sake. They're trying to demonize everybody who talks against the great liberal establishment nowadays. It's disgusting, folks. All right, I mean, that's all there is to it. So the reason I'm picking on domestic violence at this point is because I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. All right? I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. It's a stupid law. We need to repeal it. We need to abolish it, flush it down the toilet, folks, because it has been a tool by the feminists and the liberals to deconstruct the American family. Deconstruct it altogether. I mean, let's just say there was a minor incident, like I suggested before, where, there's a couple getting into it, somebody grabs somebody else. Nobody wants to press charges. Cooler heads have already prevailed. The cop's there. Everybody seems to be calm. But because the cop decides, well, I'm out here, I'm inconvenienced, I could be out having Dunkin' Donuts, but instead I'm here, I'm having to deal with you, somebody's going to have to go to jail. Well, what kind of taste does that leave in the person going to jail's mouth? And where is he going to vent, or she going to vent that frustration? They're going to vent that frustration on the significant other, even though the significant other did not want anything to happen. So, if anything, domestic violence is hurting the situation, all right? It's hurting the damn situation. And I say, let's get rid of domestic violence, and I want to hear what you have to say about it. 646-652-4869. I mean, am I falling off my rocker here? I mean, obviously. Am I falling off my rocker? I mean, I just think this is unfair. It's unfair, and it's meant to be unfair. Just like the divorce situation. I mean, if you get a divorce from your wife, it doesn't matter if you were the saintliest man on the face of the planet. She's getting the children. She's getting the alimony. She's getting 50%. It doesn't matter if she was a philanderous, slut-bagging, dirty, dish-ragging whore. It doesn't matter. She's still going to receive it because of this new liberal and feminist society that we live in. And how did this happen, folks? How did this new America arise from right underneath our noses? Well, the people who are now the bureaucrats of America who are dictating the very foundation of our lives, they're all a bunch of liberals and they're a bunch of feminists, folks. They're a bunch of Karl Marx worshipers. They're a bunch of Gloria Steinem muff divers, all right? And I want to hear from you, 646-652-4869. If you're calling me from a 111, don't even bother. I'm not even going to take those calls. I'm not even going to bother with them because I know you're a bunch of liberal agitators. You know, I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if you were hired by certain interest groups to try to ruin my show, to try to, you know, make my show look like a bunch of malarkey. All right? And let me tell you something, folks. If you tune in, stay tuned to the program, all right? Because in the second hour, we are going to call people. I'm just going to call random people that I find, and I'm going to ask them about their views on domestic violence. All right? And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to call random people, and we're going to ask them if they think domestic violence is a good thing or a bad thing. Now, we're going to go ahead and segue into the second subject matter on the program. And the second subject matter is child support. That's right, folks. I am talking against child support. I think child support is a bunch of malarkey, folks. I think it's encouraging the single-parent family epidemic that we are currently seeing. All right? I mean, seriously, folks, I'm not going to sit here and, you know, pussy pamper around. I'm not joking here. I'm not trying to be vulgar. All right? I mean, child support and, of course, the entitlement program that has been constructed by these liberals and feminists, you combine both those together, it's the reason, it's the motivating factor that we have single parents out here. It's the motivating factor that there's women shitting out about 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 different kids from about 8 different fathers. Child support is malarkey, folks. It induces these women into believing that, hey, I can become a baby factory. I can make baby making into big business. All right? That's all there is to it. And anybody who's trying to dispute that, take a look around you. I was on the Blog Talk Radio Network, a couple of weeks back, talking about a report stating, off the Associated Press, stating that right now, in this modern-day America that we currently live in the present, has surpassed the baby boom of the 1950s. That's right. You know, the modern-day baby-making machines that we call the feminists out here, the single parents, the women who are shitting out kids like they're, you know, going out of style, they have produced so many children that now we have surpassed the baby boom of the 1950s. And what's unfortunate, at least during the baby boom of the 1950s, it had to do with mom and dad being in the home. It was two-parent families, folks. Two-parent families causing the baby boom. Well, we read in that report sometime back that 40%, and I dispute that, but 40% of the women having children are having them out of wedlock. And the reason I dispute that is because I think it's more than that. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 60 to 70%, folks. I'm not joking. I am not joking out here. I think it's sick, and I think that we need to take some drastic measures, all right? We need to take some drastic measures to stop this epidemic of single-parent families. I mean, feminism and liberalism have trivialized life, all right? Let me repeat that again so it can absorb in your noggin. The liberals and the feminists have trivialized life. They have made life nothing, meaningless. And Octomom is a prime example of what I'm speaking of out here. You know, 32 years old, single, no job, collecting entitlements and student loans and supposedly going to college, living with her mammy, out here getting a turkey baster shoved up her meat wallet and getting a genetic freak show family of 14, all right? This is trivializing life, all right? Having 14 children under that condition, that is trivializing life, and that is the objective of the liberals and the feminists. That's why I continue to conduct these damn programs, you Nimrod. That's why I continue to come up on here in hopes of sparking some synapses in the brains of rational people out here. I know that not everybody's, smoking off the same Karl Marx crack pipe. I know some of you folks out here are trying to wonder, hey, how the hell did we get here and how the hell do we go back? Well, how we go back, folks, is first and foremost you. You as a law-abiding American citizen. I'm not talking about you illegal immigrants. If you're a damn illegal immigrant, go the hell back to the country that you came from. Get the hell out of here. All right? We don't want you. We don't need you here. All right? Just because right now we live in a current liberal system that is allowing you people to have sanctuary because we have liberal cities that are providing sanctuary for illegal immigrants, I'm telling you, that's going to change, and it should change. And the only way it's going to change is that people like you call your congressman, call your senator, and tell these pricks that we're not going to sit here and allow, Jorge and, Guadalupe to come across the damn border and take jobs from Americans. We're not going to do that crap. I mean, but we need you, folks. We need you as American citizens, for heaven's sake. And I've already called on the program prior. I already called it that Barack Obama is going to have an amnesty bill by the end of this summer on the table ready to sign. He's going to give all these illegal immigrants, all right? He's going to give all these illegal immigrants amnesty. And where's that going to leave all those idiots crying during the election when Barack Obama was finally named the President of the United States? Where's that going to leave all those crying idiots that thought they were going to get their mortgages paid for and houses in the sky and a free Cadillac in every garage and all that crap? Well, where are those idiots going? Where are those idiots in this time? I'll tell you where they are. They're hiding behind a damn tree stump because they realized they sold their soul to the wrong gravy train. That's right. They're starting to realize that just because Barack Obama had nice teeth, just because he, talked fairly articulately and was able to, speak in a cadence that everyone else could understand and be comfortable with, and in a melodic, monotone voice that, puts you in a somewhat comfort state, doesn't mean that this was going to be, all right? This was going to be the savior of America. It's not going to happen, folks. I mean, and we talked about it on yesterday's program. Barack Obama, he's at this G20 summit. And I'm talking about old Europe, I'm talking about France and Germany, are actually having a problem with Barack Obama's version of socialism. They think he's too extreme, for heaven's sake. They don't like what he's doing. They're actually telling him, hey, comrade, why don't you calm down on the government spending for a little while, eh? Why don't you stop on all the programs? Who cares about the hooker that has about the 45 kids? Who cares about her? We have to worry about the economic growth, and we have to worry about the economy. Mamma mia. I mean, give me a break. I mean, you've got old Europe trying to tell Obama to calm down on the Karl Marx worshiping. I mean, I've never heard of such a thing, all right? I've never heard of such a thing in my life, but welcome to the new liberal and feminist America, folks, and you wanted it, all right? You idiots wanted it because you allowed it to happen, all right? You sat on your thumbs, all right? You were out there counting the dingleberries on your shit funnel instead of actually going out there and participating in your government, because that's the solution. That's the plain and simple solution, folks. You just got to go out there and participate. It's the battle of the ballot box, folks. The battle of the ballot box. You have to go out there and organize. You have to go out there and organize under a single issue, an idea, some sort of, something that'll gather people together and be a force at the ballot box so you can confront these politicians. You can confront these power-hungry autocrats that are in Washington giving your freedoms away, because they're giving them away, folks. They're giving your jobs away. They sat here and sent your jobs to India and China. And as a matter of fact, they're sitting there right now at the G20 summit telling you that they're going to give more of your jobs away, that it's a sacrifice, that we have to flourish little small economies. That's what we need to do. We need to invest in other economies. And you see, folks, what are you doing? You're just sitting there, all right? Instead of participating in this government, you're just sitting there. Do something, damn it. And I'm not saying go up and, cause havoc like those idiots out there outside of the G20. those moron anarchists. And let me tell you, like I said, folks, anarchists are pieces of trash, all right? I mean, they're like a transsexual that doesn't want to cut off their penis. I mean, that's basically what an anarchist is, all right? I mean, and I don't want to get into... the bottom line is, folks, is that you need to participate in this government. It's not about causing a ruckus. It's not about causing disorder. It's about participating in this government. But if you don't participate in this government, and it falls hook, line, and sinker into authoritarianism, and then, and only then, do you want to go up and start uprising, and you want to start participating in your government and that sort of thing, well, then it's a little too late, because you allowed it to happen, folks. You allowed it to happen. And if you think that this economy is going to somehow bounce back, you're a moron. I mean, frankly, all right? I mean, you're an absolute bona fide moron. And, if you happen to be one of these parents that were out here forcing your children to go to college, all right, even though they couldn't afford it, all right, they didn't even have partial scholarship, for heaven's sake, I feel sorry for your children, folks. I mean, you have to think that these children out here that were bombarded with college in public education, college, everywhere they looked, they went out there and they went to college. They put themselves $60, $70, $80, $90,000 in debt, and that's secured debt. That means they're going to have to pay that for the rest of their lives, and if they don't pay that, well, somebody's going to go out there and start auctioning off possessions so they can collect it at some point. And you see, folks, what's unfortunate is that college has become trivial as well. I mean, what are you going to do, honestly, if you're going to college right now? What are you going to do? You're going to be a doctor? They're about to nationalize the damn healthcare industry. You ain't going to make any money doing that crap. They're going to salary cap your ass faster than a damn bottle of beer. Man, that's all there is to it. So what else are you going to do? Well, you can't manufacture anything. You can't do anything. The financial industry's down the tubes. We talked about a couple of months ago how lawyers were being laid off in America because there's too many lawyers and too many law firms. Newspapers all across the country are folding up, and that's leaving out-of-work journalists in abundant numbers. Folks, there's not much crap you can get into other than what? What was that? The government. That's right. You're going to have to be employed by the government. And who does this type of mechanism? Who does this type of, situation where the only option to be employed is by the government? Well, communists, right? Socialists, right? I think it's unfortunate, folks. I think it's unfortunate, and it's a shame. It's a damn shame that this is what we've become, folks. And I don't think there's any turning back. I'm not trying to be some hyper-sensationalist or some fearmonger of some sort. I don't think that there is a way back. Because look around you. Look at the people. They're stupid. They're dumbfounded. They're idiots. They're imbeciles. They love what's going on here. They actually think that their lives have some sort of significance because, I voted Obama in. I voted Obama in, so I'm part of the movement. That's right, I'm part of the movement. It's just ridiculous, all right? And I wish I could say otherwise, folks. I wish I could be an optimist for America because God knows I want to be. God knows I want this country to slap itself out of this ridiculous political romantic spell that it finds itself in and start realizing that we need to start preserving the integrity of not only the Constitution, but the American way. The American way is being lost, folks. I mean, haven't you noticed the amount of Spanish crap that's having to be shoved down our hole? I mean, haven't you also noticed that we have what is this, symbols now taking the place of actual words nowadays? Have you noticed that? I mean, just look around you. Symbols are taking the place of words out here because we're getting so stupid. And not only are we getting so stupid, we got illegal immigrants in this country that, they don't speak the native tongue, so to speak. It's ridiculous. And, folks, I want America to be the superior superpower in the international community again. I want America to mean something again. I want us to be the leaders of this damn world, but we're not going to, all right? We're not going to, folks. Anyway, folks, 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. Like I said, I want to hear from you, folks. I mean, hey, if you want to accept this Karl Marx worshiping, this Gloria Steinem muff diving, this hairy armpitted trash that we're finding ourselves currently in, well, I want you to get up off your fat cottage cheese-ridden ass and go to the nearest telephone, get on the horn, and give me a damn call and tell me why in the blue hell we should be just sitting down and accepting this malarkey. Why should we be doing this? All right? Because we are, obviously we are. I mean, there is a minute group of people, a minute group of American patriots that are trying. I mean, I appreciate what the Tea Party's do, and I don't know if everybody's heard about the Tea Party. I wouldn't advise getting involved with that little shindig or that little group of political rabble-rousers. But I appreciate what they're doing. They're trying to provide an opposition. They're trying to bring back capitalism. They're trying to bring back the American way that we've come to know and love out here. When you could be born into absolute poverty, into absolute nothing in this country, and with perseverance, patience, persistence, and appropriate risk, you can make yourself into a damn millionaire. You can make yourself into the king of your own castle in America. Can you do that now, folks? Huh? Can you do that now? I mean, the only way you're going to get rich in this country is if, hell, I don't even know. I mean, I guess if you're the king of the service industry, you're the king of the bartenders, you're king of the fast food joints or something of that nature. Unless you can come up with, you know, an alternative, and I'm talking about a legitimate alternative to fuel. I don't see it, folks. And I don't know what the hell's going to happen, folks. I don't want to be all gloom and doom, but, folks, I mean, this is not looking good. Not looking good whatsoever. And then we look at the international turbulence. I hate to keep re-emphasizing this on every show, all right? But we have the international turbulence in the international community that, you know, could spill into complete world war. Yours truly called World War on the first episode of the year this year. I said that the World War III will start this year. And what is World War exactly? Well, it means there's at least 3+ skirmishes, 3+ wars throughout the world. All right, if there's 3+ war fronts, and I'm talking about serious war fronts, it is World War III, folks. And once again, we have North Korea flexing its muscles, you know, threatening it's going to go ahead and shoot some satellite into space. And we've got Obama issuing a threat, you know, issuing a warning to North Korea saying, hey, if you do anything, you're gonna get it. You know, Obama said that today in a little news conference or a little press release or some crap. And North Korea responded by saying, hey, if you mess with our satellite launch, we're going to go ahead and practice our doctrine of unification by force, and we're going to invade South Korea. And there's going to be serious consequences within the region. All right, and then, okay, you've got this situation in North Korea. Well, let's take a trip not too far away from there. Let's take a look at Pakistan. All right, we announced yesterday that the Pentagon is actually asking $3 billion to give to the Pakistan Army. Why is the Pentagon asking $3 billion to give to the Pakistan Army? Well, because in my personal view, and I've been keeping up with the Pakistan situation closely, it's on the brink, in my personal opinion, of being a failed state. If not a failed state, at least in a state of chaos within the next 6 months. And the reason I'm saying that is because you're having a lot of bombings out there that are not being covered on the mainstream media. You're having a lot of Islamic upheaval. You got a lot of people calling for Sharia law. As a matter of fact, I think in some provinces they are allowing Sharia law in some provinces of Pakistan. I believe there's a real threat for the Islamic Taliban and the Islamic fundamentalist supporters to cause enough uprising to overthrow the entire apparatus of the Pakistani government. And if that happens, that's a very scary proposition, because not only would the Islamic, fundamentalists of all the international community have a safe haven to go and actually conduct terrorist operations, but Pakistan is a nuclear power. That's right, they are a nuclear power. And then that's going to have India, which is their big rival, which is their big adversary. They really hate India, and India really hates them. India is going to look at that and say, well, we can't have Islamic fundamentalists taking over Pakistan without us doing something about it. So they're going to go in and they're going to take over the province of Kashmir, and I don't know what else to say, folks. It's a very scary proposition. We're living in scary times here. And I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. I want to hear from you. 404 area code, you're on the air.
Yes. How you doing? Good morning.
How you doing?
Yes, good morning. How you doing today? Well, what you want to hear, I think that everything that you're saying, some things make sense, some things don't make sense, like everything else in life, because nobody is perfect. But there's a lot of things that's going on in America right now, and the only way to fix this is to get involved in America and don't worry about other people out of America.
I agree. And unfortunately, the American people don't understand that. The unfortunate part about it is that the American people will do whatever anybody on the television tells them to. And what's unfortunate is that the American people don't critically analyze things that are happening outside of the realm of entertainment-based news, so to speak. So they don't hear about all the international turbulence. I do, because I'm somebody who actually goes out and seeks it on the internet. I actually read about everything. I want to be well informed to understand what not only my government is doing, but other governments are doing. And I agree. I think that America at this point needs to start worrying a little bit more about America and stop trying to go out and I don't know what the agenda is at this point.
Well, right now, there's a lot of things that's going on right now in this beautiful country here. This country gives opportunity to everybody, like you said, immigrant, non-immigrant, whatever you want to call it. I just want to say that right now it's a recession, okay? I am a very intelligent person, and my vision is this, okay? My vision and what's going on right now in the earth is this. Well, my wife is from Israel, from Jerusalem, and I'm from Venezuela, and I am an American citizen, and I got American kids, Jewish American kids, plus I am not Jewish because I'm from Venezuela, so I grew up in a different type of culture. It's a very, 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 very powerful thing that's going on right now, and people need to sit, stop, listen, and think. Because what's going on right now is a recession. And what we need to do is you notice that people are losing jobs, people are doing this, people are going through this, prices is going down, houses prices are going down, everything is going down. Well, that is not for long if we make things happen different. Like if we go out now, like people that have, people have to have balls. I call it, sorry my language, but we have to have a little bit of balls, American balls here.
Yeah, well, what's unfortunate there is that America doesn't have any more cojones, all right? They don't have any more balls. They're out here. They've already sold out to liberalism and feminism, all right? How old are you, sir, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'm a young guy, and you're going to be shocked. Because I'm 31 years old, and I'm talking like I'm 80, 100 years old. It's not that. It's just that I'm like you. I am an entrepreneur, and I study, I go here, I read this, input. So I use the input, I think, I put everything together. So right now, guys, let me tell you all something. Right now, God, buy you houses. Buy houses right now, 60,000, 50,000, fix it up, put your life into something again. Go out there, rent the houses out, relax, 3, 4, 5 years. Go out and buy you a good car, cars that you couldn't afford a long time ago. Right now, you could go out and buy your car that you could afford right now. So, guys, put your things.
Wait, hold on. Are you actually, sitting here making an advertisement to tell people to go out and buy stuff in this day and age right now at this point in time?
For you and your family, of course. You have to secure your grandkids. You have to secure your kids. You have to secure the future. I'm telling people, go out there and organize yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Secure the family, secure the kingdom, like you said, because America's about building your kingdom. We ain't forgetting about that. I don't understand we got Obama, all this, daddy, bam, bing, boom, boom. Guys, that, if we put that in our mind and we think about that, we're going to get old and we're going to die, because all we do is eat, live, and die. So, guys, enjoy your life. Please go out there. If you can't get a job, go out and invent something. Go out and buy something and start selling something. Go out and do something, but you have to go out there and do something. You can't just sit back and say, I apply in 300 jobs and they didn't receive me. Okay. Go.
Are you advocating people do illegal activity to obtain revenue? Is that what you're suggesting also?
I'm not suggesting that, because I never said that.
Okay, well, I'm not saying you said that. I'm saying, are you alluding to that? I mean, because you have to understand, sir, I don't know what part of the country you're in at this point, but it is hard for the majority of Americans out here.
Yes,
we have over 600,000 jobs a month being lost, and not all these jobs are just menial jobs. These are not just unskilled jobs. These are lawyers, these are journalists, these are white-collar jobs that were supposed to be secured for the next 30 years. They're now becoming scarce.
Okay, excuse me. Well, if we are losing lawyers from job and we are losing all this type of guys, well, let the lawyer go home and set up a little office at his house and set up his own business. Call Uncle Sam, open a corporation, open a tax ID, and do his own law business. He don't have to work for a law firm. Guys, that's why we're in America, guys. We do not have to work for nobody. We work for ourselves, and we run what we live in America. We open your business. If you a lawyer, you open your own lawyer firm. If you're a doctor, don't go work for a hospital. Go open your own doctor firm. Try to do your own things. Try to prosecute your own vision, because it's only one life we got. Everybody has to try to do the vision for yourself, for your family, for your kids, for your grandkids, and for everybody around.
Well, you know what? I can agree with you, and I really appreciate your optimism, and I really appreciate your call, sir, and thank you for your input. But unfortunately, maybe you were one of the frugal folks that didn't live beyond your means out here in America, and you have enough money to go and invest in, some of these depleted properties or these distressed properties that are out here on the market. But what's unfortunate is that the majority of America don't. And I know, the thing about people that aren't from this country, they're really optimistic. They're like, go out and have a business and go out and do this and do that. But the problem is, sir, is that, a business doing what? I mean, what about all the people that thought that they were going to have their careers for 30 years getting cut short because, well, they don't need their job anymore, and they still got to pay a damn college tuition. They still got to go out and, have a whole bunch of financial obligations that they have to fulfill. All right? I mean, it just doesn't really make sense. It's not as easy as everyone thinks. I mean, look, the reason I say that is because I'm a business owner, okay? And I didn't just do this overnight. I mean, it took an entire lifetime of trials and tribulations for me to be self-sustaining and for me to have my own personal income. It is not an easy process. And that's what I don't really appreciate about people who, try to lure people into creating a small business. They make it seem as if it's a piece of cake or something. It's not. It's not a piece of cake, folks. You're going to have to be dedicated. You have to know what you're doing, and you have to know your markets, for Christ's sake. I mean, you know, in this market, and we're not in a recession. We're in a depression. And don't let anybody fool you about it. We are in a depression. In this depressed American state, what kind of product or service are you going to be able to, you know, pull out of your derriere that's going to make you a millionaire? It's not going to happen, sir. And I appreciate your optimism. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we need that kind of optimism. But, you know, to sit here and try to say to the audience that they need to go out and invest in distressed properties and, you know, relax and kick back, unfortunately, the majority of America can't. You know, we were talking about a couple of months back, or hell, not even a couple of months back, I guess about a couple of months back, we're now in April, we were talking about, you know, saving the mortgages, right? And Barack Obama was going to bring down, as a matter of fact, he did bring down the mortgage interest rates down to 2%. And everyone can now refinance their homes, and, you know, he made this big ordeal for the people that are out there with distressed mortgages out here. But the problem is, if you do the math, and you look at the actual process of the whole thing initiated by this administration, you could lower, and just like what Rick Santelli said in that rant of the year when he was talking against Obama and promoting his little Tea Party there, you could lower the interest rate down to -2%, and 40% of the damn people won't be able to pay for their damn houses, for Christ's sake. So that's the kind of situation we're dealing with, folks. You have to think, 40% of the people right now can't pay for their mortgages, and that's out of the people that have already foreclosed on their homes. That's after a lot of the people who've already lost their homes. They're out here starting over, sleeping in their cars, that sort of thing. I mean, when you go default on your home, folks, when you go default on a secured debt, you ain't getting diddly for the rest of your life. And I feel sorry for the folks that went in over their head, but hey, free will, you know. I mean, nobody put a gun to your head and say, hey, you're going to have to, you know, sign on the dotted line to get this $250,000 house on a $25,000 a year income, all right? I mean, nobody put a damn gun to your head to do that, folks, and that's all there is to it. Anyway, we're going to take another caller here, and if you want to chime in on it, please give me a call, 646-652-4869. We're going to take a call here from the 615 area code. You're on the air.
Oh, baby. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying here, folks? This is the liberal and feminist America right here. All right? You see, I wouldn't be surprised if these morons are being paid by the DNC, if these morons are being paid by liberal groups that are trying to suppress my political persuasion. They're out here trying to suppress my political ideology. This is what you get out here, folks. And these are the same ass clowns that are out here making these damn YouTube videos about me. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate my political persuasion being mocked, folks. This is a serious time in American history. And to sit here and see a bunch of liberal long-hairs call up my damn program and, you know, make a complete jackasses out of themselves and, you know, curse up a storm and, you know, act like a bunch of, you know, perverted Nimrods at a damn glory hole in some park bathroom somewhere, you know, hey, you know, this is the new America that we're living in, folks. Get used to it, unfortunately. I mean, I hate leaving the house. Sometimes I hate waking up in the morning knowing that I have to leave the house and see these fruity-ass bastards in society. I mean, it's that serious. I mean, it's sick, folks. It really is sick. It makes me horrifically sick to my stomach. I mean, I want to throw up the ham and cheese sandwich that I had here about an hour ago because, look, this is it, folks. This is the new America right here. And if you think that I'm just pulling this out of my derriere and I'm just talking a bunch of malarkey, by God, I want you to call me up. 646-652-4869. All right? 646-652-4869 is the number to call. But, folks, once again, I don't want to be sidetracked by that ridiculous pervert that called up and, said all kinds of profanity and vile words. But I want you to understand that that is what we're fighting against. And when I say we, I'm talking about conservatives. I'm talking about true conservatives. And I'm talking about real American patriots. I'm talking about people who care about America, who love America. Folks, don't you understand that the social ills have now become the social norms? Don't you understand that we are living in a society that's so decadent, that's so self-indulgent, that gluttonous and materialistic, that there is no turning back, damn it? Folks, I don't see any light at the end of this dark hole here, folks. I don't see America coming out positive out here in the end, folks. I don't see it. I mean, do you see the stupid American youth out here? These youth are stupid. And what do I mean by American youth? I'm talking about anybody under the age of damn 30. Anybody under the age of 30, these people are idiots. They're morons. These are the same morons that are going on television and eating pig's rectum and goat's nuts and, monkey sperm and all this other crap on television for a couple of $1,000, for heaven's sake. All right? This is the generation. And, I'm supposed to be optimistic for the future based on this whole crap? I'm supposed to be optimistic about America's future, and you look at the stupid youth out here? They should be ashamed of themselves, but they're not, folks. They have no shame. This is the no-shame generation. They don't care what they have to do to get their little 15 minutes of fame on the boob tube. They don't care what they have to do to get some recognition by a couple of thousand people. They don't care what they have to do. They're stupid. They're ignorant. And this is the future of America, damn it. This is the damn future of America, and I can't believe it. I can't believe that this is America. I can't believe that this is America, damn it. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. It makes me sick, damn it. I better calm down, folks. I better calm down. I'm sorry that I'm getting a little upset on here. I'm sorry that I'm breaking crap in my house here. I'm sorry that I'm getting passionate. I'm sorry that the damn fury is taking over me. But, folks, this is America. This is what blood was spilt for. And I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. And you know what, folks? It makes me wonder, once again, as I sit here and conduct another broadcast here on the Blog Talk Radio Network, I sit here and I wonder, is all this worth it? And something within me, something, just lights up in me like a damn illuminated glow. And it says, go out there and continue to provide conservative commentary, because at least there'll be a minority of people that still have the sense of integrity, that still have the sense of morality, that still have a sense of America, of the Constitution. At least there'll be a minority of those people, and they can raise children and tell their children, and those children can tell their children, and they can convince other children, and lo and behold, the conservative movement will rise again, and we won't ever have to take this decadence, this trivialization of life, this idea that it's woman liberation to be philanderous, that it's woman liberation to go out and shit out about 5 or 6 kids from 5 or 6 different fathers. It won't be that way and it won't be that way soon enough, folks. I better calm down. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to hear from you. I'm sure I think we got some more liberal agitators here. But, folks, before I put the liberal agitators that are calling up here on the horn here, I want you to understand that there is not going to be one bit of substance coming from these pieces of garbage. All right, these are wastes of human flesh. These are pimples on the ass of life, folks. That's what feminists and liberals are. They are pimples on the ass of life. All right, and if you try to pop them, well, they're just going to get infected and cause a big-ass boil on your ass, and then what? All right? So, once again, I want you to understand that whatever happens from these callers that I'm about to take here, remember that this is the liberal and feminist America, all right? This is the liberal and feminist America that I speak of, folks. They underscore what I talk about on a consistent basis. Anyway, 1111, you're on the air.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah, what's the question?
Do you get on Pal Talk?
Huh?
Do you get on Pal Talk?
Yeah, I get on Pal Talk.
I recognize your name. It's OG Ghost, right?
Yeah, what's the problem?
I seen you in this chat room called the NFL Football.
Shut up. All right? Just sit there and shut up. You see, this is what's unfortunate, folks. This is what's unfortunate when you try to go on internet voice chat communities and try to debate with the stupid imbeciles that go on these ridiculous communities. Let me tell you something. If you want to be sick to your stomach, if you want to see a damn cyber jungle, a cyber cesspool, by all means, go to one of these damn internet voice chat communities and see the amount of Chris Hansen to Catch a Predator cases that are just lurking around these joints like a bunch of, cyber STDs, for heaven's sake. It's horrific. All right? I mean, it makes me want to puke. All right? I mean, this is it here. This is what I'm talking about out here. All right? Anyway, folks, I'm just trying to, maybe I should do some of that stupid dumbass meditation. All right? Maybe I should, breathe in, breathe out. Anyway, folks, 646-652-4869, 1111, you're on the air. Hello? Yeah, they just hung up. They just hung up, folks. Well, I'm going to do something like I promised you here. We're going to go ahead and start calling up people. I'm just going to call up random folks here, folks, and we're going to see what in the blue hell they have to say about feminism, liberalism, and, of course, domestic violence, because that's something we want to hear some opinions about. And hopefully we can find somebody awake at this late an hour that can give us some damn opinions about, what they feel about domestic violence and feminism, liberalism, and all that good stuff. So here we go. We're calling some people in the West Coast here. All right, here we go. Well, somebody's calling the 1-900 numbers, huh? Somebody's having a finger-banging session with one of these damn phone sex operators. Won't you get off your damn phone there, you damn pecker shaft? All right, we're going to try somebody else, folks, if you just bear with me. And by the way, if you want to give me a call right now at 646-652-4869 is the number to call. As a matter of fact, we got some callers blowing up the line. Let me see what the hell they have to say. 646, you're on the air. Hello. Oh, hold on.
Sí, hello, everybody, amigo mío, how you doing? Everybody, America.
Shut your stupid mouth, all right? I know you're trying to do a little imitation of that moron that always says, "Go!" every time in the damn soccer games, but it's not working So why don't you get your ass on with yourself? As a matter of fact, let me take your damn number down so I can prank call you later. Here we go. All right, we got you. All right, we got you. All right. Hold on, I'm taking numbers. If you're gonna call me and prank call me, I'm taking your damn number down, and we're prank calling you. All right, that's what we're doing. All right, 646-652-4869. Let me see if we can call somebody here and have their opinion on damn what do you call it? Feminism, domestic violence. Damn, it sounds like the damn ghetto bird is right above my damn house for some reason. I wonder what the hell the damn ghetto bird's doing in my neighborhood. Anyway, 646-652-4869. Let's go ahead and try somebody else here, see if we can, find somebody that's awake here. Let's see if we can do it. Here we go.
Not in service.
Well, it must be the bad economy, huh?
The number you have reached is not in service.
Why does it always have to be some stupid stuck-up broad that always has to say that? What the hell's that about, huh? Why does it always got to be some stuck-up... Anyway, we're calling somebody else here. Let's call Austin, Texas. Yeah, that's a real liberal town.
The number or code you have dialed is incorrect.
Oh, good Lord. Are you kidding me, folks? I mean, I'm sitting here trying to call somebody. I want to talk about liberals and feminists and, domestic violence and all that good stuff, and here these people out here not even, have the audacity to pay their damn phone. It makes me sick. Makes me sick to my stomach. Oh, here we go. Hold on.
The number or code you have dialed.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, but you know what? That really makes me sick to my stomach. You know that? I mean, is this not a damn bad economy or what? When you've got morons that can't even pay their stupid little... I mean, what's a damn phone bill nowadays? What is a... I mean, who the hell knows? What malarkey? That's what that garbage is. It's just absolute, utter malarkey. I'm trying to look for one, folks. As a matter of fact... let me see if we can take a couple of these liberal callers. Maybe they'll sit here and, provide some sort of funny commentary, or they'll just sit there and either eat on the phone or laugh or do something obnoxious of that nature. I mean, give me a damn break, all right? 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Hold on. Let me see if we can get one more. Let me see if we can find one caller here. Come on. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. 111, you're on the air.
This is me.
Yeah, it's you, all right? You clean your throat, clean the damn lard out of your throat.
Thank you. Moss Super Freak is the man. Woo! Moss Super Freak, yeah, yow.
Is that your little Rick James karaoke? Why don't you do something a little bit better? Why don't you sing, something with a little bit better twang to it? How about that?
How about I just fart on the phone and you just get happy? Here you go. There you go. How about that?
That's perfect. Why don't you put your mammy on the phone? You know what? Better yet, why don't you give me your father's telephone number so I can tell him what type? What? Yeah. Well, tell me right now. Tell me what your father's phone number is, so I can tell him what type of fruity ass crap popped out of his damn nutsack. All right. So I can tell him what type of a fruity-ass bastard, what kind of waste of life he popped out of his damn nad sack, out of the old family jewels there. Oh, he hung up. How convenient. How convenient. Now, you know what? If I were you, I would hang up, too, being so embarrassed and obnoxious, for heaven's sake. I mean, what do you have to say for yourself after that? I mean, I sat here and gave you your manhood. I cut your manhood off, and I basically gave it to you, and all you can do is, you know, put it back on you with a damn keychain about it. All right, I mean, give me a damn break, you fruit bowl. Stupid, silly bastards. Hey, we got somebody here.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected.
I mean, listen to all these damn disconnected numbers, for heaven's sake. All right, I mean, look at all these damn disconnected numbers, for heaven's sake. All right, I got an idea here. I got a great idea. Great idea here. Hold on. All right, here we go. We're going to call something else here. Let's call this.
Yeah. Check us out. BoomBoomMusicShow.com, the new generation promotion worldwide. Live radio from 11 to 1 a.m. So go ahead and leave a message that someone, you know, will return this phone call to you. So leave a message, telephone number, you know, and someone will return this phone call to you. Pick up this, don't forget, live from 11 to 1 a.m.
Yeah, we get it. Shut up. You were the moron that just called up and prank called my show. You called up here acting like some stupid, you know, Mexican jumping bean idiot trying to talk all kinds of malarkey over here. If you ever call up my show again, and anybody who calls up my show again and tries to prank call my show, tries to dehumanize my political persuasion, I'm taking your damn number.
Please try again.
What the hell? I'm not done, you stupid broad. I'm not done yet.
For voice message, press 7.
I'm not done yet.
Please begin recording at the tone.
Well, I don't know what the hell that was about. I don't know what kind of, you know, half-witted Mickey Mouse Mexico-built piece of garbage voicemail you got. But the bottom line is that you prank called my show, and if you prank call my show again, I will beat the living bejesus out of you and then inject you with cancer of the prick. So don't ever call me back and prank call my show again, you freaking milky liquor.
To send this message now, press pound. To replay your message, press 3. Message in preparation.
You're the moron that just called up and prank called my show. You called up here acting like some stupid, you know, Mexican jumping bean idiot trying to talk all kinds of malarkey over here. If you ever call up my show again, and anybody who calls up my show again and tries to prank call my show, tries to... All right, let's...
Please enter your area code and telephone number followed by pound.
I don't...
Check out BoomBoomMusicShow.com.
To leave a voice message.
Alright, this is a stupid... Man, what kind of Mickey Mouse operation was that? I mean, where in the hell did that moron get his phone, for heaven's sake? Where did he get it? The damn Goodwill? Yeah, speaking of the Goodwill, folks, I mean, that's another piece of trash organization. Do not donate your items and goods to Goodwill. You know, these people don't give it out to people that are needy. They're out there making a profit just like anybody else out here, and they're disguising it under the disguise of non-profit organization. So it's just absolute malarkey. It's all it is. It's all it is. Come on, we know you're home, boy. Yeah, playing with her pecker. Yep. I'm going to give one more ring. I tell you, I mean, what if I was like Ed McMahon or something, I was given a midnight $1 million call or some crap, huh? What if I was something like that? You idiots just lost a couple of $1 million. I ain't like that, you stupid milky lickers. I ain't like that. I'm sorry, folks. I mean, these morons are just not answering the phone here. I don't want to continue to leave dead air, but obviously these morons aren't answering the phone. I want to get somebody's opinion about what in the blue hell I've been talking about on this program. I've been talking about ending domestic violence laws. I've been talking about ending child support, to fight feminism, to fight the absolute liberalization, feminization, pussification of America. We have to fight it, folks. And the only way we're going to be able to fight is if we fight it together, collectively. All right? I'm not trying to say collectively in the damn Karl Marx worshiping sense. I'm saying collectively as a whole, as an American people, as an American people guided by the Constitution. That's what we need, folks. But instead, what are we doing? We're just sitting back, watching the boob tube, all right? Watching, Barry Manilow sing, his ridiculous, stupid boob tube songs and saying, oh, life is so great, and no matter what happens, I'm going to be okay, and, oh, invest in houses, and invest in cars, and invest in bling-bling, and invest in this, and invest in that. I just don't know what else to say, folks. I really don't. I mean, I try to convey conservative commentary, all right, on a consistent basis. I always try to convey conservative commentary on a consistent basis. But what's unfortunate is that every time I try to convey conservative commentary, here I am. I've got a bunch of long-haired, liberal, bedwetting, Karl Marx worshiping, nipple clamp loving, hot dog up the ass having pieces of playing with themselves while watching a naked picture of Ricky Martin's butt-loving, having piece of chicken-eating cornboy trash sitting here trying to dissuade my listeners from actually listening and absorbing the conservative commentary that I'm trying to portray or trying to project on this particular venue here, on this particular program. And before I forget, folks, I want everybody, please, if you can, bookmark or add to your favorites www.blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That is the official website of the True Conservative Radio program. And spread that damn link like wildfire. All right, go out there and tell everybody you know about it. All right, spread it to everybody. All right, send it to the damn media. I don't care. Send it to everybody, folks, because we need people that are going to talk about conservative commentary, about the Constitution, about American patriotism. We need more people talking about this, and the boob tube isn't going to do it. The boob tube's not going to do it. They're not going to do anything. They're just going to sit there and they're going to continue to feed you the ridiculous banter that we've come to know and love out here. You got Keith Olbermann and his fathead, fat-headed Keith Olbermann, for heaven's sake. I mean, can you believe the ginormous proportions of that man's skull, for heaven's sake? I mean, you should see, all right? You should see him like, when he's not behind that stupid desk, for heaven's sake. All right, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, and then you got Rachel Maddow. Oh, good Lord. I mean, have y'all seen Rachel Maddow on MSNBC, for heaven's sake? Don't, all right? Don't. I don't know who is the president or who is in charge of hiring out there at MSNBC, but they got this ridiculous muff-diving bull dyke, Rachel Maddow. out here trying to give, I don't know what kind of commentary, muff diving, bulldyke, I don't know, carpet munching. I don't know what kind of commentary they're trying to portray here, but it's just disgusting. All right, I mean, it's disgusting. I mean, have you seen Rachel Maddow outside of the show format of her stupid show or outside of MSNBC? She comes out in these, ridiculous Buddy Holly glasses, right? She comes out dressed like a man, Now, what I don't understand is if you're trying to convey this type of activity to the American public, why don't you allow Rachel Maddow to dress up like a man during her damn little broadcast there? Why don't they allow her to do that, or him to do that, or Shim to do that? Why don't they allow him to do that? I mean, you tell me. Tell me why. There's people ain't gonna answer the damn phone. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, folks. I know that some of you people were anxious to hear some people's reactions out here to the liberalization, feminization, and absolute pussification of America, but it seems to me like everybody's probably watching the late episode of the Golden Girls and guzzling down some Ovaltine and, maybe doing something lame of that nature. Because, folks, I cannot find anybody to talk to about the subject matters that we have at hand out here to save my derriere. It makes me sick, for heaven's sake. I mean, everybody seems to have a damn, you know what? I know where to call, folks. I know where there's always people. I know what city to call where there's always people awake, and there's always numbers with things connected. Not sitting here, where's Harry? We don't want to hear that crap, all right? So let's see if we can have somebody here. I know the city to call.
Hi, you reached the Lozano residence. We're not here to take your call right now, but if you please leave your name and number, we'll get back to you as quick as we can. God bless you and have a good day.
Hello? We heard that you people were liberals, and we're calling you at this time to hopefully convince you to not to be liberals, that we need more conservatives out there. Hello? 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 Hey, did you pick up the phone? Because we need to talk to you. Hello? They're just playing with their damn pecker shaft over there. You see, folks, I mean, this is the kind of crap you get, but we're going to continue on. We will not stop. We will not falter, and we will not fail. All right, folks, let's see if we can get somebody else on the horn over here. Hopefully they can give us some opinion on these people would answer the damn phone. Stop playing with their peckers. Are you kidding me? Answer the damn phone, you milky licker. Are you kidding me? and we'll give it one more ring. And, these idiots. Morons out here. Anyway, folks, what we're doing right now is we are trying to call liberals out here. We're trying to call these long-haired liberal bedwetting hippies that are out here trying to justify all the malarkey that we have come to know and love out here from these damn feminists and these liberals that have asserted their ridiculous malarkey upon us. And we want to see if anybody has an opinion about it. Now, we're calling a city that usually has people awake.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
The reason I'm calling, are you a liberal, ma'am?
Excuse me?
Are you a liberal?
Who did you want to talk to?
Well, no, we're actually a political action group that are trying to get people at vulnerable hours to realize that the liberalism of America is completely destructed in this country. And we're just calling it...
We, don't, want our number to be on any...
No, well, you're not on a list, ma'am. You're not on a list, ma'am. We're just dialing random numbers, and we just want to make sure that you're not a liberal. Hey! Hey! Hello? I don't appreciate it. She hung up. Anyway, folks, you see, I mean, they don't even want to, you could tell that was a liberal there. You know that, right? I mean, you know that was a damn liberal. All right? I mean, you know, give me a damn break. She was like, what? You say something about liberal? Well, we don't want to be a part of it. I mean, we're liberals over here, and we all worship, Karl Marx, and we all worship Gloria Steinem, so we don't want to... Let's call her back. How about that? Ha, 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 ha! I shouldn't call her back. That's mean, Ghost. No, we're going to call her back. All right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to call her back and see what happened. I'm sorry, we must have got disconnected here. Hello? Did we get disconnected? She's like, maybe if I just leave the phone alone, he'll stay. We got disconnected here. Yeah, she put the damn phone. She unplugged the damn phone, for heaven's sake. Anyway, folks, obviously, even if there's a reason I'm calling them so late, because I want to catch people at their most vulnerable state, their most vulnerable point. They're in the middle of the night, and they hear the word liberal, and they're like, oh, my God, I'm out of the closet. They don't want anybody to know publicly that they're damn liberals, all right? Because all they're going to do is continue to worship this Karl Marx crap. And we probably got more liberals calling in, and we're going to go ahead and take their call. 646-652-4869. 1111-1111. You're on the air. Hello. Hello, 111. Well, hold on a second. This damn switchboard is not working all of a sudden. How convenient. How convenient the damn switchboard ain't working worth a diddly, huh? How convenient. 1111, you're on the air.
Is it working now?
Yeah, it's working. I already know you. Get this idiot off the mic. Get this idiot off the damn air. Get him off! All right, now we're going to take another 111 caller. Hopefully it's somebody with some sort of substance here. Hello, 1111, you're on the air.
What kind of idiot are you calling this time of night? You know people ain't going to answer.
I'm trying to call because, hey, we need to catch people at their most vulnerable point, all right? If you catch them during the day...
Well, you ain't too bright, dude. You know you're talking to an answering machine, and then you talk all tough when they hang up, Then you get all tough guy? Come on, man.
Are you talking to me with that pussy whip voice of yours? Are you kidding me? I mean, were you raised by your mammy or something? I mean, are you calling up here trying to... Are you calling up here trying to grow balls with me and you're sounding like a damn half a fruit? Are you kidding me? Who are you trying to intimidate with that fruity voice? Hello? Where? Oh, he hung up. Oh, I hurt his feelings. Oh, poor guy. He came up here talking like a true soprano. Hello? You asshole? And then when I yank him out of the damn closet and say, why don't you grow some damn bass in your voice, you ballless prick, all of a sudden he hangs up because he got a little ashamed of himself. Oh, poor thing. Oh. Give me a damn break, folks. Anyway, enough of the little fun that we were trying to have in this program. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, we didn't have anybody answer the telephone on any of the calls that we did, but at least we tried, folks, right? At least we tried. Anyway, we got 10 minutes left in the program, folks. Once again, I want to let everybody know that I'm going to be making these programs more habitual. I'm going to be broadcasting, like I said, Monday through Friday between the hours of 11:30 p.m. Central U.S. time to 1 a.m. Central U.S. time. Look at blogtalkradio.com/ghost between those hours, Monday through Friday, to check and see if I'm doing a live broadcast, folks. And let me tell you, we're going to get crazier and crazier, all right? We're going to get more scathing. We're going to get more risque out here. And the reason is because I want more conservatives out there, damn it. Don't you understand? I want more conservatives. You want to know why? Because I'm a conservative, damn it. I'm a conservative. And I want more conservative people out there. I'm talking about true conservatives. I'm talking about people that appreciate the Constitution. And I know that my voice is going out. I know that every time I scream, my voice crackles. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care, you stupid morons. I am going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep providing conservative commentary because I believe in America. I believe in this country. I'm not like all these damn liberals that are just going to watch this Titanic sink. I'm going to do something, damn it, and I want you to do something. You get off your ass. You get off the sidelines and get on the front lines. We need you. We need you to go out there and start believing in America. We need you to start believing in the damn Constitution. That's what we need. We don't need you to embrace this liberalism and this feminism. We don't need you to embrace this immigration crap. We don't need this crap. Single-parent families should not be the damn majority of the day, damn it. They shouldn't be the majority of the day. This domestic violence crap needs to go, damn it. I know there's a lot of people out there that can't believe the things that I say on this program. I know that there's a lot of people that believe that I'm just blowing a bunch of hot air up here, folks. But you will never meet a more bigger patriot than this man right here. Because I love this country, damn it. I live the damn conservative lifestyle all my life. And it seems to me that this stupid, ridiculous pop culture, this stupid, ridiculous movement of feminism and liberalism is trying to make conservatism obsolete, and they're not going to do it. They're not going to succeed, damn it. They're not going to succeed. Don't you understand that, you stupid Karl Marx piece of crap? You're not going to succeed. You're not going to succeed, damn it. You're not going to succeed, folks. These damn liberals and these damn feminists, they're not going to succeed. I better calm down, folks. I better calm down. And I know, folks, there's people listening in right now saying, Ghost, you need to calm down. You need to realize that America will be back, that America will rebound. I don't think so. I'm not trying to be some sort of gloom and doom, some sort of fear-monger, some sort of hyper-sensationalist, but, folks, look around you. Look at all the single parents. Look at all the women that are equating woman liberation with trivializing life by shitting out about 5 or 6 kids from 5 or 6 different fathers. I mean, look at Octomom. She's got 14 different children. 14 different children, and she's single with no father, folks. Who's going to take care of those children? Well, you are. Every time you go out there and sweat and exert every bit of energy that you have into going out there and working, all the taxes that are taken out of that check, folks, that's going to go to Octomom. That's right, that's going to these damn illegal immigrants that are collecting entitlements, even though they don't pay taxes. That's going to all these other Nimrodic broads out here that are trivializing life and turning baby making into big business. That's who's going to take care of them, folks. And I don't want to stand for it. I don't want to sit here and palate it, and I will not go quietly in that good night. And I will continue to provide conservative commentary, all right? I am going to continue to provide conservative commentary no matter what. Anyway, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me, whether it's live or in the archive. Please, folks, bookmark the webpage or add to your favorites, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And at the same time, folks, please patronize the sponsors, all right? You know, the page that you're on right now, there's sponsors, little banners everywhere. Patronize those people. Anybody who supports the true conservative radio program, like I've said time and time again, folks, is a true patriot. All right? And according to the Blog Talk Radio Network, we're getting more and more advertisers by the day. And the reason is because we have ourselves a wide audience in the iPodcast. For the folks that listen to me live, you know, I really thank you for your patronage. But a lot of people, believe it or not, actually download the program. They put it in their iPod, and they either listen to me at work or they're out there, you know, doing whatever they're doing, listening to the True Conservative Radio program, you know, getting some insight, getting some conservative commentary. And I want to thank those people as well. But please, folks, if you like the program, if you appreciate the program, please patronize the sponsors. Those are true patriots out there. It's not very hard, damn it, either, all right? It's not like I'm asking you, Nimrods, to join a membership or to join a club or anything else like these bloodsuckers are out here doing, all right? All I'm asking is go out there and patronize the sponsors that sponsor True Conservative Radio and yours truly. And I want to thank you for your patronage, folks. Please, I'm on Twitter, folks. If you happen to have Twitter, follow me on Twitter. And tell everybody you know to follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/ghostpolitics. All one word, no underscores. Ghost Politics. Anyway, folks, there's 2 minutes left in the program. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a broadcast tomorrow evening. I might not. Once again, that would be it would behoove you to go ahead and put me on Twitter and follow me on Twitter, because that's the best way and the fastest way to find out if I'm going to be doing a live broadcast, because these broadcasts are sporadic. So please follow me on Twitter. But I'm not too sure if I'm going to have one tomorrow night. I'm definitely going to either have one on Sunday evening or Monday evening, same place, same time. So please tell everybody you know about the program, and tell everybody that if they want to tune in to some true conservative commentary, if they want to tune in to anti-liberalism and anti-feminism programming, then to tune in right here on the True Conservative Radio Show. And I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And I want you to spread the damn link like wildfire. Spread it out there, folks. I need your help. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. It was a pretty decent show. I want to apologize that we didn't get more callers during the time that we were trying to call people and ask them about domestic violence and liberalism and that sort of thing. We're going to rectify that problem next show. Be on the lookout, folks. I'm going to be doing a lot of things. I'm actually going to be putting out a damn conservative rap song just to prove that rap is crap. We're still working on that. We're working on a lot of things. So, folks, please, bookmark the webpage, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Follow me on Twitter, Ghost Politics. And please patronize all the sponsors that sponsor yours truly or the True Conservative Radio program. If you really support the program, folks, that's all you need to do, believe it or not. Anyway, folks, until next time, thank you all very much for listening in. Long live the True Conservative movement, and death, 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 death to feminism.
Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.